This week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
It was about performance when Kelly Bryant became the starter, and it's about performance when they essentially told him that they wanted him to sit.
I'm not going to lie, the Dolphins have been playing good. I mean, I don't want to pull up their schedule and see who they play. I mean, you want to poo-poo the Rams. Who the fuck did the Dolphins play?
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog. Ain't have a lot
yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
Bro, I don't know if you hear me. I mean in all the land.
True.
I'm just making sure, man. We back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoat, no biases. Just that strong arm truth. You see that? I actually been working out. Man, if this happens to be the first time you guys have watched our show here on YouTube, if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, I'm one and a half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
Bruh, when I tell these people we got an action-packed show this week,
Action-packed.
I'm gonna tell you what, Spade. They might be a little tight with us. First of all, we bringing back the top fives NBA. Like top fives is back.
We providing a service, bro. That ain't gonna be tight.
Hey, bro, they gonna be tight. But what I gotta say, I got some things I need to say. But let's start in the NBA, Spade. Y'all know preseason has started.
Let's get it.
Spade. Preseason started, bro. Like the NBA is officially back. You should be like excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always excited. I'm a happy guy.
Shit. Anyway,
I am.
Spade. Okay, we going. If that's what we going with this show, I'm good with it. Spade, I want to take it to Minnesota again. I know y'all like, damn, bro. We tired of y'all talking. This isn't Wiggins brother and Wiggins versus Jimmy. There's no more of that. We're going to talk about basketball. Spade, the Jimmy Butler trade, the Jimmy Butler potential trade. It was some talks came out this week that the Miami Heat. Now we know Jimmy said his preferred places, his preferred teams he wanted to be traded to was the Clippers, the Nets, and the Knicks. So we talked about that on the previous show. You guys want to see our takes on that? You can go check that out. Earlier in the week it came out that Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat were in talks, and Miami was the front runner. So me and Spade been talking about that off camera during the week and was like, okay, we see, it's also been some rumors of who could be in the package where and go what. A third team may be added. Is it going to be Dragic? Is it going to be Whiteside? I seen people tweeting, just give him Whiteside. Whiteside with Towns. I told Spade, I don't know how that worked. But the Miami Heat was the front runner. Yesterday in the evening time, some more news came out, Spade, that said that the Rockets are now the front runner and that the Miami Heat has made their final offer to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's it. Like Miami Heat said, this is what we're offering, take it or leave it. And now it's I guess, is it a rumor or is it credible? It's some news that came out that said that the Houston Rockets are now the front runner, Spade, with Sacramento being a third team potentially in that trade, Spade. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
you're a Heat fan. You're a Heat fan. You're a Rocket fan. You're a Heat and a Rocket fan. This shit is crazy.
Fan, and I'm a
this
Heat
shit is crazy,
right.
Spade.
Get it right.
You're a Heat and a Rocket fan. Give me your thoughts on this news.
Well, this whole thing is crazy, bro. Jimmy Butler come out and say he want to be traded. He demanded a trade. We've seen this happen a time or two. It's never a pretty breakup when a player demands a trade. Now, you got to understand, Tom Thibodeau love his Timberwolves, and he love himself some Jimmy Butler. So, also in the week, one of the points you left out was Tom Thibodeau had a meeting. I don't know if they was face-to-face or if it was over the phone, but Tom Thibodeau had a meeting with Jimmy Butler where he, again, tried to plead for Jimmy, like, let's get this thing another shot. I'll do better. I don't know if you said that, but That's what I envision him saying, like he trying to keep his girl or whatever. I'll do better. I'll stop gaming late. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to start putting the toilet seat down. Like, give me another shot. And Jimmy was like, no, it's over. You know? I'm tired of coming in. You and your boys been hanging out. Your shoes all in the living room. They can't fix it. They said the two most active teams working with Minnesota to make this thing happen was Minnesota and Houston. So it ain't that teams ain't trying to make it shake. There are teams trying to make it shake. No two was trying as hard as Houston and Miami. One thing
let me pause you right there real quick, Spade. Keep your thought. Also, it was a report earlier, like a little bit earlier, maybe Monday or Tuesday, that the 76ers got in it and that Minnesota asked for Ben Simmons back, and they hung up on him. They hung the phone up on him. They was like, "Oh hell nah," and they hung up. But go ahead, Spade, continue.
Minnesota, they don't get it. All right. So look, one thing I like about Miami, Miami says this. Okay, we actively trying to make a deal. Like we really trying to make a deal. And anytime two teams are negotiating a trade, somebody got to lose something they don't necessarily want to lose. Compromises have to be made. You know, that's just how it works. Miami is actively trying to make a deal. Once you get that feeling that, you know what, they don't want to do shit. They ain't trying to do nothing. Once you get that feeling, you be like, look, man, this is my final offer. You know, I feel like this is a fair offer. It's a strong offer. Yeah, you played a back and forth game for a little while. All right? You know, you offer a little less than you know they really want because you want to save as much as you can. When you get to that point where you're like, look, this is my deal. What's up? And Minnesota's still saying they don't want the deal. I like Miami saying this is our last offer. We feel comfortable walking away from the table at this point. We're not going to play games with you. Now, I should say this, LePairs. Jimmy Butler just finished his third season in a 5-year contract that he signed with Chicago. So this season that's about to start would be Jimmy's 4th year. Because it'll be different if this was his last year. But they know they got time to figure this out.
I could be wrong, and I'm gonna look it up while you talking. But can he potentially opt out that last year?
I don't know. I don't think it's a player option in that 5th year, but you can check that out. When I checked, and it's been some time, I don't think it's a player option in that 5th year. If it is, that puts a little more pressure on Minnesota, but still not a lot. The reason why I thought Jimmy had a little bit of leverage, LePairs, I know you're looking something up, but Nate, when you listen to the show, the reason why I thought Jimmy had leverage was because you had Cat saying he was not going to resign if Jimmy was there. So, okay, then Jimmy got leverage because Minnesota got to make something shake. And I'm sure Cat still feels that way. But now Cat has read up. Cat read up at the news that Jimmy wanted out. He didn't wait until Jimmy was out. Cat read up. So technically, I don't think it would be in their best interest to do so. But technically, they could be like, you know what? Hey, we didn't get a trade off of that. We like you guys figure it out. We done. Y'all figure this out.
Okay, so
I don't know what the hell they're going to do, bro.
I'm going to cut you off, bro. 18-19, which is the year coming up. He's scheduled to make 18.6, damn near 18.7 million a year.
Right.
That next year, 19-20, is a player option. It is a player option. He can make 19.8 million. So it is a player option.
So yeah, so he does have leverage here. I think he's got leverage here because you telling them, I'm out after this year anyway. You might as well get something for it. So yeah, he's got leverage.
And this is why I say to Minnesota, you need to get this situation dealt with before the season starts so y'all can just move. Can you? It's kind of like I said it in the last show. It's kind of like that Le'Veon Bell thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, we already know how Wiggins and Cat feel about Butler. Now, could you imagine? Can you imagine them during the season, whether Jimmy Butler show up or not, getting questions like, "So what's the issue with?" Don't nobody want to answer them questions. They want to play basketball.
Yeah, man.
This situation needs to be done. Spade, I got right here on my phone. I'm pulling it up now. Your Rockets, I said your Rockets. Your Rockets, Spade. They saying they're the front runners. How do you feel about that? While I pull up the potential pieces of that trade.
I like Houston doing anything to try to make themselves better because they definitely at this point realize the juggernaut that they're going up against, known as the Golden State Warriors. Let's not forget, they did lose Trevor Ariza, who I'm not a huge fan of on the offensive side of the ball. However, it's hard to replace his length and his defensive prowess. I know he ain't who he used to be, but he's still a really good defender. And even though they got P.J. Tucker, Tucker don't really have. I don't. He's a good defender. He's a different kind of good defender, if you know what I mean. I still think that Ariza's a better perimeter defender than P.J. That could be up for debate. Somebody could probably hit the comment section and disagree. That's how I feel. So if you get Jimmy Butler, who, let's not forget, Jimmy a two-way baller. He'll give you buckets and he'll go back and he'll defend. You know, he'll defend your best player.
He wants the challenge of defending the other team's best guy. Man. So that's an issue that you would not have to worry about night in and night out if Jimmy Butler is healthy. And he can pick up the slack offensively when James Harden had those type of games or Chris Paul is injured.
Bro, you didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that.
I'm being 100. You know,
yeah, I know.
James Harden do have those games, and then Chris Paul, like you said, Spade, always getting hurt. You know, I think if I'm not mistaken, Spade, didn't Melo score like 15, 16 last year? They got Melo. And
something
if you ask somebody like a Jimmy Butler, Spade, and it said, Spade, that the Rockets are trying to pursue the two-way player. The Kings potentially added as a third team involved in the deal. It say at the moment the Houston Rockets is offering Eric Gordon. In this article say that they don't want it to be P.J. Tucker, but they think it's P.J. Tucker. They, you know, as an additional player and future first and second round picks. Spade. Now, me and you had a conversation off camera, and we talked about that. And we said, e.g., P.J. Tucker, some picks for Jimmy Butler, or we was kind of like speculating who was the pieces.
Right.
So Spade, when he was comparing Houston to potentially what Miami would trade, and he was like, well, Jimmy Butler, P.J. Tucker and James Johnson kind of like cancel out, as players. But who would be the Heat's Eric Gordon? Spade said you might got to throw Tyler Johnson in there. I told Spade, in my opinion, I think the Rockets deal will still be better unless the Heat say James Johnson and Josh Richardson and some picks. Now, if it's James Johnson, Josh Richardson, and some picks, I'm doing the trade for Jimmy Butler. I know somebody's going to be like, that's still not enough for Jimmy Butler, but you got to face the fact that you are not going to get equal compensation. Say it again?
You're going to lose him anyway. And let me throw this in.
Go ahead.
If you and look, as a Heat fan, I love James Johnson. I like Tyler Johnson too. I like the Johnson brothers, as I call them. But honestly, like I said, you got to lose something to get something. I get that. If we was to package Tyler Johnson, James Johnson, and some picks, and the Rockets packaged P.J. Tucker, Eric Gordon, and some picks, I still think the Heat deal is better because for one, I'm going to tell you why. For one, you sending Jimmy to the East, you ain't got to deal with him, one. And for two, the picks is better coming from Miami. Houston just finished with the best damn record in the league for the regular season. That pick going to be in of the round. That's a late first round pick coming from Houston. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a future first and a second.
Bro,
that's a future second and a third coming from Houston. It is, bro.
It was also some rumors about maybe Whiteside trade to Minnesota with Dragic. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it don't make sense from a Minnesota standpoint, but as a Heat fan, if we could get from underneath Whiteside contract and Dragic contract, get them out of there. I'm sorry. Like, both of those guys, yeah, man. I think for the value, I think
so much going on this week surrounding this Jimmy Butler talk because they were saying that if Minnesota, listen to this, if Minnesota was to bust a move, send Jimmy to Miami, and Minnesota gets whoever in Dragic back, that they would then ship Teague to a third team, which would be the Phoenix Suns, because Phoenix right now is in the market on looking for trades for a point guard, which they had Elfrid Payton and they didn't re-sign that guy, so he cut his hair and went on down to Noya. Spade. It's just so much go. Spade, where do Jimmy Butler end up? Is he with the Rockets? Is he with the Heat? Is he with the Knicks, Nets, or Clippers? Or do he end up back in Minnesota? Where would he?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he probably ends up in Brooklyn because I think they can. If we don't know what the hell Minnesota want. If Minnesota want picks, you got to look at one of these bad teams. Those teams were on the list for Jimmy's top. Matter of fact, It came out this week that Miami was Jimmy Butler's most desired spot, which kind of left me scratching my head because I'm like, well, why the hell he ain't say us when he listed his teams? Like, if we his most desired spot, why the hell was we not even in the top 3? Let me backtrack for a minute too. People keep leaving out Dion Waiters. Dion Waiters is still a player that I feel like we could sweeten up that deal with. You could throw Dion Waiters in there. Some folks are even saying Tyler Johnson and Dion Waiters and leaving James Johnson on Miami. I don't know, but I'm saying I still think Miami makes sense for a guy that's leaving anyway. He leaving anyway.
Jesus.
And if he stays, like I said, when you was looking up the contract, Cat didn't even want to re-up unless Jimmy was gone.
Yeah.
They done got Cat to re-up. Cat don't read up.
Yeah.
They gotta move Jimmy.
They
got to move him. So they don't have no leverage, bro. They sit there trying to act like they got the power. They ain't got no power.
Before the season, man.
It's either going to be Miami or Brooklyn. That's my guess. You send them to the East. You see which one of those teams can give you the best assets back, and you cut your losses. That's all you can do. Tom Thibodeau, he don't want to be in no relationship with you no more, Tom. He want out. Let him go.
That's how it happens. You look at that Bulls trade when that was able to get Jimmy Butler to Minnesota. I was like, damn, we got finesse. We got Dunn and we got Levine back and we got a pick. And I was like, damn, I don't think that was enough. And people was like, who you wanted? Wiggins? I was like, I'd have at least wanted Gordy Zhang in that deal too. But Spade, you look at it and I'm not mad at that trade now. And not because Jimmy is leaving. I'm looking at it now. We got some nice young pieces. Laurie, I think, is a stud. You know, he did get injured now. He's injured now. But I think Laurie has the potential to be a stud. I'm not really mad at that trade. So if you was whoever you get, if you get draft picks and you pick right, you can set your franchise up for the next 10 years if you pick right. You got to know what you're doing, though. And right now,
it's tough.
Right, you got to know what you're doing. And if you look at Minnesota, Spade, look, I feel a certain way about Wiggins. Like, people going to say Wiggins is still, you know, got potential and all that, still young. But aside from big, you right, they traded for Wiggins, you right. But I'm about to say, aside from Cat, you look at they draft picks and you like, I don't know. So I mean, from the front office down to the whole team, it's chaotic over there in Minnesota. I don't know where Jimmy ends up, but when I was listening to this Houston thing, kudos to Houston for understanding what's at stake. We got an older Chris Paul. We got James Harden. We got some guys that's a little bit older in the tooth. I love Gerald Green, but let's be honest, Gerald Green been in the league forever, whether that's in this league or overseas. PJ Tucker been a journeyman. He's up in age. These guys are a little bit older, Spade. They need to try and go get it now. So if that's what they got to do to get Jimmy Butler, I say pull the damn trigger.
I like it. Just a question. I know you and I both know this. Everybody knows this. Houston at the same time got to be careful too, man. A lot of times you can just keep adding. You can add one little extra drop to your chemistry lab and shit'll blow up. Got to be careful. Let's go ahead and move forward, man. We gave way too much damn time to the Timberwolves. Man, it's that time.
I think that's good stuff.
Bro, it's that time. It's that time of the year where leading up to the new season, we start to do our top fives. Now, this is an area. Look, the listeners really enjoy this. The viewers enjoy it even more because they can see the crazy looks on my face when you give your stupid, extremely stupid top fives. But we're going to give you a chance to bounce back. Now, this year, we're going to start with centers, bro. Probably want to leave point guards to the end. I understand that center is a endangered species in the current NBA. It's tougher and tougher to evaluate that 5 position because what they're being asked to do by their team has changed so much over the years. It ain't what it used to be. But LaParis, either way, we got a job to do. We got to deliver our top 5 NBA centers going into this season. Let me give the folks the formula, LaParis. They might not know, all right? Here's what we do. We take a little bit of looking at the stats of what they did last year, all right? So it's a little bit of statistician. Is that a word? I don't think it is.
Yeah, let's make it a word.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit of statisticianness going on in this formula. It's a little bit of predictive. I'm jacking this all up. It's a little bit of a prediction, tidbit in this formula. Sometimes you're just looking at a guy and you think he's about to have that breakout year, Or you looking
like
at
I did
the
with
team
Jokic?
around him?
Like I did with Jokic? Yup.
I don't know if you really predicted. He kind of was doing it.
What?
He kind of was
We was
doing
on this show for weeks.
He kind of was
I was
doing
telling
it
you about
already.
Jokic, and you said Jokic and Nurkic is the same guy.
Right. They
Don't
still are.
disrespect Jokic.
The only way I know him different now is Nurkic can't stay healthy. That's the only way I know him apart. Only way.
Stop it.
All right, so listen. For a little bit of it, we're going to look at their stats and see what they did in the previous year. For the other thing, we're going to predict. We're going to use a bit of a prediction formula to see what we think they're going to be. And for the third and final thing, it's the eye test. Sometimes the stats don't tell the whole story. Sometimes you got to look and see with your eyes, I think this guy is better. So using those 3 tidbits makes up our formula on how we're going to give you guys our top 5 center list going into the season. LePage, you're on the hot seat, bro.
Nah.
You've been kind of dropping the ball with your top 5s.
It ain't hot.
You've been dropping the ball. You fumbling. You fumbling.
Stop it.
I want you to start with 5. Or if you got a honorable mention, you can throw that out there too. But you start with 5, then lob your boy the alley oop, and I'm gonna slam it home. You already know how I do.
I got an honorable mention. My honorable mention is Rudy Gobert, Spade.
Wow.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert did not make my top 5 list, Spade.
Wow.
And it's because I like Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert, I mean, he's right there. Rudy Gobert is right there, but he's been having, of course, he's always, they call him the Stifle Tower because he's tall, but he's kind of slender. So he always seemed to me to have like little nagging injury problems, but he's always good enough defensively and with rebounding to be mentioned with the top 5 guys. So Rudy Gobert is my honorable mention. At number 5, Spade, I have Karl Anthony Towns. Now, everybody know Towns don't want to play no defense, but Towns is offensively amazing. He's a 2010 guy easily. I know somebody going to kill him because he disappeared in the playoffs. I don't know what was going on in the playoffs with Karl Anthony Towns. And to me, it probably had a lot to do with this Jimmy Butler crap. I don't know. But Karl Anthony Towns still is a top 5 talent, top 5 center talent in this league. And for that reason, he is my number 5 guy, Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's fair. Tell you what I did. I got an honorable mention as well, man. My honorable mention is Clint Capella. I know a lot of people going to look at Clint Capella.
I know you're going to get a... Jesus Christ. Spade just always pull these guys out the wazoo. Because, now I remember when Spade had Brook Lopez up there. Come on, Spade. Capella?
I know somebody going to probably look at that
Capella,
and say
Spade.
Clint
Come on.
is a system guy. But one of the things I like about Clint Capella, if you look at him play, when he gets switched off, he's actually very good defensively. He's not only good at defending the rim, which he's good at. He's not only good at rebounding, which he's good at. But when he gets switched off in mismatch situations, he actually defends pretty well. I got Clint Capella as my honorable mention. Now I'm going to do something different. The guy that I got it at 5, this dude right here, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I don't know how this is going to be perceived with me having him right here. He's been in the league for a minute. He's undersized. I've always said I don't really like him at the 5. I would prefer him at the 4. But the fact of the matter is the dude produces. He get in the game. He make plays. He make big shots. And he really showed up in the postseason last year to be a leader for his team. At 5, I got Al Horford, center for the Boston Celtics. Dude been around forever, and he's still getting it done, man. His game ain't pretty. His shot ain't pretty. He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. He's not the most physical, but the dude get it done, and he been getting it done for a long ass time. All right? Now let me go to my number 4 spot.
I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see who did not make Spade list. Go, Spade.
Don't worry about my list. You worry about your list. My list is right.
Gucci.
My list is correct. I don't know what you got going on over there.
Bro, Al Horford only good in the playoffs. Go.
That's
regular season. Al Horford get CTE. He get concussions, baby. Go, Spade.
He's only had 2 in like a 14-year career.
That's more than that's more than enough, Spade. Go.
At 4, however, this dude right here has fallen back on my list. I had him extremely high. Was a big fan. Still a big fan. But I will admit, he lost a lot of steam with me this year, and he disappeared in the postseason. The reason why instead of at 5, I got him at 4 is because I really think Jimmy Butler's going to be gone. And I think he goes back to being the primary scoring option on that team. And whether he's ready for the spotlight or not, if you're going to continue to get the bulk of the touches, you don't have no choice but to produce. So I got Karl Anthony Towns at 4, Cat. Don't make me regret that. Don't make me regret that this year, Cat. Get right. I don't want to see that postseason, Cat, ever again. I don't want to see it. All right? That's who I got it for.
Okay. At 4, Spade, I got a guy. And the
oh, no, he got a guy. He got a guy. Oh, okay.
Spade, I have a guy. And the only reason this guy is where he's at is because he's coming off an injury. If he was 100% healthy starting the season, this guy would probably be a top 3, top 2 guy. And I'm talking about DeMarcus Cousins. Now, we know DeMarcus Cousins joined the juggernaut out there in the West, the Golden State Warriors. And I still think once Boogie get back, Boogie's going to be now he's not going to average the 28, 29 points he was getting down in Sacramento and down in Lenoir. He's not getting that. But Boogie's still I think he's going to be a more efficient player than he's been in the past. And for that
it's hard not to be efficient when he ain't going to get but 3 shots a game. Shit.
Oh, my gosh. He going to get more than 3 shots, Spade. Stop it.
5.
Boogie Cousins, for that reason, he is my number 4 big in the league. Number 3. Spade. You ready? Number 3 is a guy I've been telling Spade about for dumb long, and he disrespected him, calling him a nerd and a jerk kid and a joke kid. And number 3, I'm going to tell you, the guy game, I mean, he's smooth as ice, twice as nice, and ain't never had a bad day in his life. I'm talking about Nikola Jokic. Jokic is a beast. He can he's one of the best passers in the league. He can hit the 3. He can hit the mid-range. He can put the ball on the floor. He's mean with his back to the basket. Jokic is the number 3 best big in the NBA. Nikola Jokic. Respect that man, Spade.
You respect him and say his name right. They said a J make a Y sound. At number 3, I also got Jokic. I got Jokic at 3. I get it. Okay, I know him apart now. His brother be hurt all the time. He don't. I got it.
And then his brother. Don't put that bad juju on him.
They are Nurkic and Jerkic. Nurkic and Jerkic. They brothers. Listen, man. I kind of feel like 1, 2, and 3 is a no-brainer. So if I 1, 2, and 3 not the same, I'm going to look at you differently. I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The omission on my list is DeMarcus Cousins,
Clearly.
who obviously took a big-time injury, won't be back until probably after the All-Star break, and is going to come back in such a reduced role that I don't feel like he deserves to jump any of the 5 guys that I got on my list. That's why you don't see him. But at 2, man, I got Joel Embiid.
Not even an honorable mention, though, Clint Capella.
Not even an honorable mention. I can't honorably mention somebody that's walking around with a boot. And he's still in a boot. I don't know. He might be in a boot for all I know. Listen, man. At number 2, I got Joel Embiid. The dude, hey, listen. Joel, kind of nice, bruh. Kind of nice. He might cheat in skills challenges. I got a chance to see it firsthand. But the dude kind of nice. Also, man, the only question mark I've ever had about Embiid is his durability, which seems to be look like we on the up and up right now. Hands down, number 2 big going into the season, Joel Embiid.
I have Embiid number 2 for all the reasons you said. And like I said, I don't even think you have to, bruh. The energy that he done brought to Philadelphia, bruh. Then you add Ben Simmons, you add JJ Redick knocking down all them threes. They got Philly energized, man, and that's because of Embiid, man. Embiid really was the guy that got them swagged out. The dude wanted to be on the court when they had him on a minute restriction for the past couple of years. I mean, the dude wanted to play. He was hitting chairs and saying, "We in this game, put me in the game, coach." He just brought all this energy back to the 76ers. Joel Embiid is the number 2 best big in the league. And I know y'all like, who the hell is number 1? Yeah, they are, because if they don't know, we have Anthony Davis as a center. We think AD playing center. So regardless whether you be like, oh, well, he's a power forward. We got AD at center. Because they got Nico. Nico playing the 4.
He's back at the 5.
That's right. He's playing the 5. So we have Anthony. I'm pretty sure we both do. Anthony Davis is the top center in this league. I was always hard on Anthony Davis about his injuries. He's been cutting that out for the past. I mean, it's always like some little nagging injuries, but he never, for the past 2 years at least, he never missed a big margin of time. So AD, you keep this up, you will continue to be a top guy in this league. And come on home to Chicago, bro. Don't go to the Lakers, man. Don't go to the Lakers.
Anthony Davis was recently asked in an interview if he think that he the best player in the league, and he said, I think I'm the best player in the league, and you can't tell me I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I like his confidence. I feel like it's translated on the court. Like you can see it. And when he has those games, he looks unstoppable. And you talking about can do it all. Probably not the passer that Jokic is, but you look at everything else, man, the dude really can do it all. And I'm telling you guys, this center spot, especially you young guys, I want y'all to watch these 5 guys on our list because I'm telling you, it's really an endangered species. The game is changing. Let me give you a prime example of just how much the game is changing. It came out this week that the Lakers are starting to take a look at Kyle Kuzma at the 5. Jesus. Kyle Kuzma might be 6'8", 6'9", but his style of play don't really say center. It just don't. And even though this isn't a center spot, it also came out this week that the Dallas Mavericks are looking to play their rookie Luka Doncic at the 4. Now they're gonna play him at the 3 right now because I believe Harrison Barnes is going through something.
Yeah, he's
but
hurt.
when Harrison Barnes is back, they want to see Luka at the 4, who's 6'8" and basically played the 1 overseas. The game is changing. Small ball is the lay of the land. It's all about shooting the 3, and just these guys we talking about. Even though they can do more than back to the basket, that back to the basket physicality, slowing the game down, half-court offense. Wow. Man, appreciate it while you can. It's a good possibility it could be gone soon.
Woo. I forgot to mention with Anthony Davis, he swept the Blazers. They swept the Blazers. Shout out to him. they got Dame up out of there. Anytime I can throw some shade at Dame, bro, anytime I can throw some shade at Dame, I'm throwing it. I'm throwing it. Oh, Spade. Wow. Speaking of Anthony Davis, also, Spade, it's also a rumor that Anthony, you know, the NBA experts, I'm doing quote fingers over here, saying that Anthony Davis may want out of New Orleans. Spade, do we put any stock in that?
I mean,
I think, if I'm not mistaken,
you know why he's saying
actually said that Anthony Davis will be on the Lakers next year. Spade, talk to your boy.
Well, first of all, look, hold up. Tell Jalen slow down, first of all. I think Jalen want to jump out there and be first, so if it do happen, he can say that he called it. If he leaves, they're going to have to trade him. His contract isn't up next season, but the reason why people saying that is because he just recently signed a new deal with Clutch Sports, which everybody knows is like LeBron's people. So, you know, that association is leading people to think that that's what's happening. I ain't jumping to no conclusions just yet, though. I ain't ready to jump in on that.
Okay, so you're saying pump the brakes. Okay.
Pump the brakes.
Okay. If he leave, he needs to come on home to Chicago. That's what he need to do. Come on home, Davis. You dig? Come on home. Spade would be tight if Chicago get Anthony Davis, boy.
Nah, y'all will find a way to jack it up. That's kind of what y'all do.
Wow.
Y'all will find a way to jack it up, bro.
Okay, Spade, we can move on. Let's move on. Spade.
Yes, sir.
Taking it to college football, bro. College football.
I love college football. I love it. You know what I'm saying? The Canes go out there, we play. You know, look good, feel good, play good. We just passing the turnover chain around. How about your how y'all doing?
Spade, can I do the topic, please?
I thought we were talking college football.
We taking it. Oh my gosh, we taking it to the ACC, and we're gonna talk about Clemson.
That's where my team play.
We're taking it to the ACC, and we're going to talk Clemson. We're talking Clemson. If you guys didn't know, they actually named Sunshine, the starting quarterback down there at Clemson, and Kelly Bryant decides he's going to transfer. Or is he? So me and Spade, if you guys didn't know, Clemson was actually playing Syracuse. Earlier today. Spade, what's the quarterback name? What's the quarterback with the blind name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Spade, rolling out, took a big hit from the corner from Syracuse, out the game, out. So now,
boom.
Kelly Bryant transferring, allegedly. He's transferring. They got to go with some backup quarterbacks that ain't never seen the field, ever. And now it raises the question, Spade. It raised the question, is Kelly Bryant going to transfer? So they asked Dabo at halftime. They asked him at halftime. We don't know if Kelly Bryant is still enrolled at Clemson, but if he is, would you welcome Kelly Bryant back to the team? And Dabo says, heck yeah, I love that kid. I bet you do now, Dabo. Spade, if you're Kelly Bryant, gotta ask you,
yes,
are you still transferring?
Yes, probably.
I am too, Spade. I am too. I'm out.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? And it's crazy because Kelly Bryant been taking a lot of backlash from the sports media,
of course,
the college football, the college football alleged experts, and they've been kind of hard on Kelly Bryant, saying he cared more about himself than he do the team, and he has 1 year eligibility left, Spade, and they've been on this kid hard. If I'm Kelly Bryant, I'm looking for a new start next year, and you know I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I don't care if this kid got hurt. I'm transferring and I'm moving on. Spade, do you have any? Where do you think he will land? Where do you think he should go? Because I say Rutgers. I say Rutgers.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Oh my. Wow.
I'm really not sure where he should land, but I really want to speak about this situation for a moment because this is one of the rare times in sports, in life, both sides did exactly what they should do. Kelly Bryant deserved to be benched. Let's face it. Trevor Lawrence is playing better. He's got a better total QBR on the season. His TD to interception ratio is better, and their completion percentage is within a couple of percent favoring Bryant. Clemson hasn't looked like the powerhouse school we expect them to be. And, yeah, I'm not upset with Dabo for making a change. What I respect is the way Dabo did it. He didn't let this shit linger, a la Nick Saban. He didn't hold it over Buddy's head to keep Buddy from transferring. He didn't do the dual quarterback. Both of y'all going to play a couple of snaps, so you'll be ineligible to be red-shirted. He came to him like a man and said, look, we're going with the next guy, and he pulled the trigger on it. I think that's what Dabo should have done. Now let me flip. If I'm Kelly Bryant and I got 1 year of eligibility left, I've done everything this school has asked me to do. I patiently waited until it was my time when Deshaun Watson was getting his shine on. When you asked me to step in, I stepped in, and for the most part, I did a good job. As of right now, I'm not doing the best. You guys have a job to win. Like, you know, Dabo's job is to win football games. He made the right move. Kelly's job is to look out for Kelly. If he's not playing and he got another year of eligibility, he need to try to go somewhere else and play. Both sides did exactly what they should have done. So now that Trevor Lawrence is hurt, now Clemson looking like, hey, we would love for this guy to stay. If I'm an old boy, I'm not upset with him if he do stay. But if it's my call, I think I'm still out. I'm out.
I think I'm out. I'm out. And I said I thought Jalen Hurts should have been out. He was putting a lot of stock in what Nick Saban was saying or not saying. And now look, he done burnt off his red shirt. He ain't gonna be able to red shirt, and he pretty much stuck. He pretty much stuck there. If I'm Kelly Bryant, like, I agree with you, Spade. Kudos to Dabo, because you know the report said that if Kelly Bryant would have stepped on that field today, then the transferring red shirt crap would be over. It would be over. He wouldn't be able to do it. Yep. So, from Kelly Bryant, I'm out, and I take my ass to New Jersey to play for Rutgers.
Oh my God,
that's what I do.
I got a couple of interesting quotes, and I'm gonna try not to drag this out super long. But this is a quote from Kelly Bryant. When he was asked by the local newspaper about his meeting with Dabo Swinney. He said, they asked me how I felt about it, and I was like, I'm not discrediting Trevor. He's doing everything asked of him. But on my side, I feel like I did everything. I haven't done anything to not be the starter. I've been here. I waited my turn. I did everything they asked. I've never been a distraction. I've never been in trouble. And to me, it was kind of like a slap in the face. Now, peak game, Dabo pushed back. So when Dabo asked about the way Kelly Bryant was treated, this is what Dabo said. He won the job after Deshaun Watson. and beat out the #1 high school quarterback in the country to do that, and Hunter Johnson, and another recruited quarterback in Zerrick Cooper. Both have gone to play elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So Dabo really letting it be about your performance. He said he won the job, and he was the starter for us last year, and he did a great job. He came out of camp slightly ahead, and so he continued to start those first 4 games. But I definitely feel like he's been given a fair shot. At the end of the day, this isn't middle school. It's tough decisions that need to be made at this level, and you got to do what's best for the team. How can you hate that? You can't hate that. I mean, he let him beat out the #1 quarterback in the country. So it's been about performance. It was about performance when Kelly Bryant became the starter, and it's about performance when they essentially told him that they wanted him to sit for Trevor.
I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with how Dabo handled the situation at all. You know, I'm not mad at Kelly Bryant either. You want to transfer? Like, I don't like how the media been doing him. Like, oh, he's selfish. He only care about himself. Oh, he should put the team first. Like, that's just asinine to me, man. Like, to even be making those comments about that kid, man. It's terrible.
I agree, bro. Hey, it's stupid. You ready to move on, though?
Yeah, we can move on if you want. We can move on.
Bro, let's go over to UCLA.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's talk about the Bruins, man.
Oh, my
The Bruins
gosh.
fired the coach last year for not getting it done. His name was Jim Mora. They hired Chip Kelly. They stole Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly was about to sign on as the Florida Gator head coach when he had a meeting with the UCLA staff, and he said that at the end of the day, he liked living on the West Coast more than he liked living in Gainesville. And it has not gone right. The Bruins are 0-4. They getting that ass kicked, and the question, LaParis, is Chip Kelly on the hot seat? And if he's not, should he be on it in your opinion?
Absolutely, Spade. God, bro, they are so bad. Bro, I cannot. The only person that should be fired before Chip Kelly is Florida State coach Taggart. Get Taggart out of here too. Get Taggart. Yeah, can we put Taggart? Can we click them? Can we click them together so when one get fired, they both get out of here? Get them both the F out of here. Get them out of here.
Wow.
Get them out of here. Spade, they fired Jim Mora last year. Jim Mora was 5-6 last year. They had an interim coach, Jed Fish. I hope I'm saying his name right. He went 1-1, and they lost in the Cactus Bowl. Anybody know college football know you only need 6 wins to get a bowl game. They was in the Cactus Bowl. we always have fun with bowls on this show because we just make up bowls. But that's a real bowl. The Cactus Bowl is a real bowl. And they got Jed Fish out of there, and they hired Chip Kelly. Thinking, bruh, when are people going to realize that Chip Kelly ain't the same Chip Kelly from Oregon, Spade? He not that guy anymore for whatever reason.
We thought this was a great hire. We said it on the show.
I know, because we was thinking it too. Chip Kelly belongs in college. He's this dynamic coach. Bro, I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe it was either last week or 2 weeks ago. Spade, when they played, they was getting the doors blown off them. And Chip Kelly had them, at the half, he had them doing some crazy, like, oval shaped thing around the bench area. And everybody was like, what the hell is UCLA doing? And they was like, oh, you know Chip Kelly got these weird little things. He do sports science and all this. He got these weird little things he like his team to do. And everybody was like, yo, he need to be game planning than have these dudes doing this nonsense. Chip Kelly got the UCLA, bro. And I'm not saying UCLA. I got the last 91 seasons pulled up. I'm not going to talk about all. I'm just going to go back the last couple. In 2013, 10-3. 10-14, 10-3. 10-15, 8-5. 2016, excuse me. 4-8. Last year, 2017, 6-10. 2018, Spade 0-4. It's not working out, bruh. How much patience are you guys gonna have? He gotta go. Taggart gotta go. Dude from Rutgers gotta go. Get him out of here.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not a fan of firing college coaches in the first year.
Oh.
College.
You want to tell me you don't have the talent? You want to tell me you don't have his players?
It's so scheme related. You can have talent, But if it's not the right guys for your scheme,
0-4, yo, Spade, they get.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. Let me give you some fun facts about UCLA.
Go ahead.
Pete game. What if I told you the Bruins have lost 12 straight true road games and 11 conference road games in a row?
Okay.
What if I told you the last road win for the Bruins was in September of 2016? What if I told you the last time they won a conference road game, it was 2015?
Okay.
Bro, you got to let Chip get his guys in. I said all that to say, this ain't Chip guys, bro. These guys go on the road and get their ass kicked. It's kind of a tradition. They've been doing this shit for going on 3 straight years, bro.
So
November will be 3 straight years. I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of finding them in the first year.
Game 1, Cincinnati, UCLA, 26-17. Oklahoma, okay, I don't think nobody thought they was going to beat Oklahoma. 49-21. Fresno State, 38-14, Spade.
Hey.
Fresno?
The main guys, bro.
Colorado, 38-16. Okay, Spade, you want to say they're not his guys? 14 points?
Yeah, we know Chip is an offensive-minded guy. Chip ain't never been a defensive-minded guy.
My same problem with Taggart. Taggart supposed to be this guy that's supposed to be this offensive guy. Like, what are we doing? We dropping 12, 13 points a game. Same thing with UCLA.
So scheme heavy, bro.
Okay. So, are you saying these guys ain't Taggart guys too? Are you going to give Taggart that lead way?
I'm not a fan of firing college coaches in the first year. If this was an NFL coach, it's a little bit different.
Okay. How many years you giving him, Spade? That means you got to give him 3-4 years.
I got to give him 3 or 4 years to see his team, but I want to see some improvement along the way. Now, if both of these guys start next season off looking like they're looking this season, it's going to be tough to defend them. But I'm just not a fan of it. He don't know these guys. These ain't his homeboys.
Okay.
He ain't going to the mall with these guys.
Okay.
Relax. And you trying to fight Taggart. The nerve of you, bro.
I don't know if it's any UCLA fans. Probably not. But if it is, please leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, man.
This man trying to fire Taggart.
Get Taggart. Bro, get Taggart out of here. Get Rutgers coach out of here. And get Chip Kelly the fuck out of here, too. Get him out of here.
Didn't you tell me I told you that Jimbo had a smile on his face when he drove up out of Tallahassee?
Bro, I don't know who Jimbo is, bro.
Wow.
Who the hell is Jimbo?
Wow.
What's a Jimbo? Only Jimbo we respect is Stan Uncle on South Park. That's it.
Wow.
Jimbo?
You acting totally different right now, bro. Let's go ahead and move forward, man.
Okay, hey, Spade. We talking about UCLA. We gotta take it. We're going to transition to the NFL, and we talking about Josh Rosen. Didn't he play for UCLA last year?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, they went to a bowl game. I don't think Chip Kelly and them even gonna make a bowl game. Spade, before we go, is UCLA gonna make a bowl game? You only need 6 of them things.
Probably not. Relax. It's his first year.
Okay, if you guys didn't know, Arizona Cardinal quarterback Josh Rosen has been named the starter. Spade, I don't know why they just didn't hand him the keys anyway. They had Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford looked like a shell of himself. He is a shell. Every time you hear him, something break. But, Spade, Josh Rosen has been named the starter. Give me your thoughts about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked because your joke you had in your intro to that segment was what I was thinking. If Sam Bradford loses his job to Josh Rosen, it's going to be because of injury. That's the thing with Sam Bradford. He can't stay healthy, right? But the thing is, Sam Bradford hasn't been hurt at all this year. He just playing bad. And they actually yanked Sam Bradford in the 4th quarter. I think it was the 4th. It might have been late in the 3rd, but I think it was the 4th quarter. They yanked him, and they inserted the rookie hoping they was going to get a little bit of Baker Mayfield magic, and it ain't quite happened. They still lost. Only by a few points, but they still lost. The thing is, Sam Bradford is not the type of guy that I think is going to help Josh Rosen. And that's what I would love to see. I would love to see Rosen get the start and Sam Bradford be like, let me take you under my wing and teach you everything I know so that Josh Rosen can be great. I don't think the Cardinals are a really good team. I don't think he's really going to get much mentorship. So I'm kind of worried about the kid, bro. I'm not expecting him to get in there and look good. I'm just going to be honest with you. They lost 3 games in a row. The Skins, the Rams, the Bears. They going to play the Seahawks next. And yeah. I mean, they was in that Bears game. They only lost by 2.
I don't think it's going to be pretty, bro. I don't think it's going to be pretty. And I'm going to tell you what, Spade. I'm going to tell you something else, man. I feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad for him because he said he want to stay there. But Larry Fitzgerald, what are you doing? Larry Fitzgerald said he don't want to treat. They asked him in the offseason. He was like, look, I'm going to finish my career in Arizona. I don't want to trade. If they trade me, I'll retire. He want to finish his career in Arizona. And that's admirable. But they not going anywhere. And he actually had some injury issues this year too. But Spade, I think Larry Fitzgerald could actually be traded to a team that can be a contender. But because he want to say, I want to finish my career in Arizona.
He don't care about that.
Spade, I think he should want to win.
I mean, at this point, let me look it up. Let me see how old my dude is. Hold on.
I want better for Larry Fitzgerald, bro.
Fitz,
people that draft, huh?
I'm talking to Fitz. Try and get his age.
Spade, people drafted David Johnson high in these fantasy leagues, and he ain't been looking too good either. I don't know if that's because of the quarterback situation. I don't know if everybody realized, what DJ is all Arizona got, but they look bad, bruh. And he ain't looking like the top 5 guy we thought he was going to be as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 34 carries on the season, only 116 yards. I mean, that's good for almost 3.5. But he's only been in the end zone once. He's only averaging like 40 yards rushing a game. I mean, and that's enough to lead this team. So, like I said, man, it's really just not a good team, man.
It ain't.
I don't expect Rosen to.
They got a coach too. Put him on the hot seat too. Put that guy on the hot seat too. Yeah.
Arians?
No. Arians retired. They got a black coach.
Oh damn!
I think his name is Wilkes or something. Wilkes maybe.
Why you want to fire everybody, bro?
Fire him too, man. They look terrible out there in Arizona. They look.
Well,
bad.
You know who don't look bad?
How many Arizona fans out there, bro?
All I know is Gator, but Gator been real quiet this year.
That's true. Go ahead, Spade.
Real quiet.
Go ahead.
You talking about they look bad? They do. You know who don't look bad this year, bro?
Who don't look bad?
The Rams.
Right.
The Rams is destroying anybody dumb enough to stand in front of them. And I gotta ask you. I know it's early. I know we ain't even at the halfway point in the NFL season.
Yeah.
But are the Rams your Super Bowl favorites at this point?
Hey, when you look, I mean, the NFC is tough. The NFC is one of those divisions that's tough because literally any given Sunday, we seen that with the Saints. I mean, Saints can't the Bucks. Look at the Bucks, a lot of these teams be like, whoa, look at this. I mean, the Bills, the Vikings,
they division cake though.
That's true too. But we had the Vikings. We thought the Vikings would be a great team too. They went up there and lost to the Bills this past week. So, any given Sunday in football of a spade, you gotta say, right now, yes, the Rams are legit. If they defense, the defense, they just played a game Thursday night. It was the Rams versus the Vikings. And, we said the Rams defense was good. We know they lost to lead. Marcus Peters banged up, but he played. And they was testing, the Vikings was testing Peters. They was throwing that thing right at your boy, Spade. A dude that you said a top high corner. They was testing him. They was throwing it right at him.
I mean, they've been testing him since he got in the league. That's why he got so many damn interceptions.
That's true. But Spade, it must be an amazing feeling. Now, and we know they got one of the best kickers. He's been injured to Zerline. But it must be one of an amazing feeling to know we can give up 30-something points, but it's all good. Because our offense is so dynamic, we can hang 40 on them mofos. And it's also a great feeling to know that, you know what? We in a damn shootout with the Vikings or any team, and you want to know who? Aaron Donald get 2 sacks. Sue get a sack in the fourth quarter to close the game out. That must be an amazing feeling of a team. Our offense struggle, our defense can pick up the slack. Our defense struggle, offense can backpack them to a win. That's a great feeling. Right now, I got the Rams. as the Super Bowl favorites right now. Just right now. It's still early, but right now, Spade. Whoo! They throwing that thing around like it's Sandlot football. They ain't playing.
They are. You know what's crazy? I probably got them as the favorites. I'm cool with anybody who got them as the favorites. Okay. I kind of want to play devil's advocate. First game of the year, they played the Raiders. The Raiders are bad.
Okay, that's
cool. They beat
the
Raiders 33-13. Now, I'll tell you what I do like. I like whenever you look at a team's schedule and you see consistency in their offensive score, or their team scoring. I like that. 33 against the Raiders. Then they played the Cardinals. We just got through talking about how bad the Cardinals are. They beat the Cardinals 34-0. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Cardinals didn't even know they had a game that day. They forgot. But then they played the Chargers, who's one of those teams that you got to keep the eye on. And they beat them 35-23. So they wasn't in danger of losing that game, but that was a little bit better game. Then they just played the Vikings and beat them only by a score, 38-31. So I'm telling you, the two good teams, and I hate to say good teams, but the two, Chargers pretty good, Vikings pretty good. Both of those games were games. I don't know. Yeah. Don't crown them too soon.
But see, that's what I'm saying, Spade. It comes down to those close games. And the defense made a play. If I'm not mistaken, I think they strip sacked. Somebody gonna correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they strip sacked Phillip Rivers when they was driving down there to get closer to the score. They strip sacked him then. The same thing they did just now with Kirk Cousins. They strip sacked him in the fourth quarter. I mean, that gotta be a great feeling to know we got players that can go out there and make a damn play.
It feel good in Miami, bro. We got players that can do that, too. We got Cameron Wade.
Yeah, Spade, let me say this on camera. I said this to you, and I wasn't going to say this on camera. I said this to you already. But the Dolphins, I'm not going to lie, the Dolphins have been playing good. I mean, I don't want to pull up their schedule and see who they play. I mean, you want to poo-poo the Rams. I will, who the fuck did the Dolphins play? But I'm just saying. I mean, the Dolphins. It's
my second time being asked that question this week.
Spade, the crazy thing is, they got speed everywhere, and Kenyon Drake ain't even been doing anything this year. He been non-existent. But I'm gonna tell you what I like about the Dolphins, and then we can move on, Spade.
Brian Tannehill.
No. Oh. They got a dynamic player in that Jakeem Grant guy, and they getting them. They finding ways to get him the ball. I don't know why. I don't know why the Cowboys can't do this type of stuff with Tavon Austin, who's supposed to be this type of little individual as well. But they finding little dynamic ways to get that little dude Grant the ball, who's a speedster, the same way Kansas City is finding little ways to get Tyreek. I mean, Tyreek Hill is amazing anyway. But if you guys like them, you gotta get them the ball. And people are saying Tavon Austin is a bust. I still think he got some of that explosiveness in him, but for whatever reason, it hasn't transitioned to the NFL. But kudos to the Dolphins for finding ways to get the ball to their playmakers and let them dudes make plays.
I'm proud of you, bro. Because I know that was tough.
Bro, I almost threw up in my mouth, but I got to give credit where I did not see this for the Dolphins. And if you tell me you did, you are lying. Spade, y'all going to win this week? Y'all play the Patriots. Y'all winning this week?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Wait,
that's not the Pittman game, folks. New England is home. Y'all in Foxborough.
Oh, I don't know.
Brady about to dot these boys smooth up.
Brady done fell off the cliff, I think.
Oh, we can move on though, bro.
All right, let's get
ready.
It. Yes, sir.
We just talked about the Dolphins playing New England. We just talked about the Dolphins playing New England, and it got me wanting to raise the question: what's going on in Foxborough? You look at. I don't have it in front of me, but this is not the record we expected for the New England Patriots. No matter who they had at wide receiver, they bust the trade for Josh Gordon. He still have a lingering injury, but somehow, some way, Belichick and Brady always found a way. Spade, they've been struggling defensively, offensively. They have looked like a shell of themselves. And the crazy thing, Spade, we know Dak Prescott ain't throw for 200 yards in over like 11 games.
I did not know that.
They put stats of Dak Prescott and Tom Brady side by side, and they were identical. Like, they were identical. Tom Brady is not looking like himself. What's going on in Foxborough? And did Father Tom finally catch Tom Brady?
Well, I don't know.
Now you playing the Dolphins this week. You playing the Dolphins. I mean, they're playing the Dolphins this week.
I'm going to tell you, over the years, I'm going to tell you what Tom Brady has done to me. Even when Tom Brady looked bad, I'm expecting him to bounce back. He got the same effect on me in an NFL season that the Golden State Warriors got on me when they down in, like, the second quarter. Like, I don't care if Golden State down 50. You always just feel like they can come back. Tom Brady has done that. I've seen Tom Brady and the New England Patriots go through a stretch where they don't look good, and then they just click, and they figure it out. I read an article that rubbed me the wrong way. It said Tom Brady don't have enough offensive weapons around him. I found that just ridiculous. I feel like anybody who could say that is just off their rocker. They got pieces, and it's just not working. Yeah, they got some injury issues. They just lost the running back.
Edelman is suspended. I think he's on his way back.
They do have some missing pieces. We'll give them that. I know the running back's out. Sony Michel just got inserted into the starting lineup. They ended up releasing Corey Coleman, who I thought they was going to find a way to make him a star. That dude was drafted by the Browns, then I think he went to the Bills, and he got cut from there. And I read that the Patriots picked him up, but they released him from the practice squad. They trying to figure it out. It's still a lot of time left. And I'm going to tell you, folks are going to say, Brady and Belichick, they ain't vibing no more, and it's over. Listen, man, this team is still one game under 500. Now, they do have a home game this week. I'm scared to talk too much trash. They could possibly be back at 500 this week. And before you know it, this is a team that could still be in the thick of things once it's time for the postseason. So I'm not saying it's over for them. I will admit, however, through the first 3 games, they haven't looked like the Patriots of old. They don't look like we expected them to look. And the parents, this last show, or maybe the show before, when they got Josh Gordon, we was just saying how unfair it is that they keep stockpiling talent. And now we looking at them and we asking what's wrong.
And that's why I'm not going crazy, Spade. That's it. They looking bad. I ain't gonna front. That defense looking atrocious. But you want to know, just when you think the Patriots, it's over. The Olympus has fallen. That's just when you think that they run off 11, 12 straight and beat dropping 40 on folks in the playoffs and back in the damn Super Bowl. So I'm going to reserve my judgment. Right now, it's still early. They trying to figure it out. Edelman going to come back. We know they lost Danny Amendola. They lost some pieces. Burkhead just went on IR. But, I mean, they ain't never really had no dynamic running backs back there since, like, Corey Dillon. Like, even when they had LeGarrette Blount, I mean, he was really like a touchdown goal line guy. Yep. Yeah, like, they wasn't never really doing it like that. So they still got Gronk. Long as Gronk healthy, Josh Gordon, I would assume, is going to get healthy sometime during the season. You get Edelman back, and I'm telling you, just when you think Olympus is falling, these mofos run off 12 straight. And what are they? You said they 1-2, Spade?
Yep.
They mess around and be 13-2 before you know. When you be like, damn, look at the Patriots. I hate them. Right back.
Stop it. So, they ain't gonna be no 13-2. Because they got to play the Dolphins twice.
Okay, because y'all okay, bet, because y'all winning. Okay, but I mean, I'm gonna reserve my judgment on the Patriots. I got to see more, but I'm just gonna say right now, that defense, and they are not looking like themselves. But you ain't gonna fool me. You ain't gonna fool me, Belichick. You ain't fooling me, Brady. Nope. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Nope. No way.
I'm out on that too. You're not finna get me after 3 games. Get up here and talk about how it's over for the Patriots.
Nope. Not me. They ain't not doing me either, bro. Not this time. Nope. We can move on, bro.
All right, let's move forward, man. Anybody who's been watching NFL football, even if you're watching it on your old track phone, I don't care how bad the quality is, the thing that's been sticking out is the rule change with roughing the passer. It has been so many roughing the passer calls already so far in this NFL season that it's mixed feelings. On one hand, you're going to say, look, man, the NFL doing everything in their power to try to make the game safer. We like that. We respect that. On the other hand, you're going, what are they doing? This is a gladiator sport. It's never going to be entirely safe unless you get these guys out here to play flag football. Just let them play. The parents, as a guy who played football much longer than I did, I'm sure you feel one way or the other how you feel about the roughing the passer rule, bro.
and you said in your opening that we know the NFL is trying to make football more safer. Are they, or are they just trying to protect these quarterbacks? Like, because I mean, you can drop all your weight on another guy. Oh, you can drop all your weight on the running back, all your weight on the damn. Now you know, helmet to helmet is something different. Oh, but see, this is where so you can't hit helmet to helmet, safety, linebacker to receiver, or something like that. But you could bang helmet to helmet as a lineman all damn game. So I don't know. I like all that trying to make the game safe. Spade, I understand this rule. I don't like this rule. It's physically impossible. And bruh, the NFL actually showed this week. They put out a clip, and it went like viral of good ways to hit the quarterback. Oh, they showed these are penalties because of this. These are not penalties because of this reason. And
sounds like a good idea.
All of the hits they showed where the quarterback got sacked, that were not penalties. It was like from the edge. Like none of them was like head on. None of them was head on. It was all like coming from an edge rusher. Oh, he grabbed the quarterback and slung him down, or pulled him down and the quarterback fell on top of him. How do you do that like head on? Like, it's impossible. First of all, it's already hard enough to get a sack anyway. Mm-hmm. Do you know how excited? I can't even explain the excitement these guys feel when they are this close to getting a sack. You think they think, oh my gosh, I gotta kind of turn this guy. It's that quick. It's that quick. It's a split second. It's not even a second. It's a split second. And it's that fast. Spain, I don't like the rule. I understand the rule. They want to keep these quarterbacks upright. People want to see Jared Goff throw for 400. They want to see Patrick Mahomes throw 6 touchdowns. They want to see Breeze and Cousins and Bryant Fitzpatrick and all these guys dot them up for 500-600 yards. I understand it. But Spade, they are asking these defenders to do a lot of impossible stuff that I do not think is fair. I told you before, Spade, if I had a kid, I wouldn't want my kid to play football. But if I had a kid and he wanted to play football, he damn sure wouldn't play defense. No way. No way. He would not play defense. It's hard to be a defender these days, and I think it's going to get worse.
You know what I think my biggest problem with this rule is, bro?
Go ahead.
I don't think the league, I feel like what they should have did was have like a big meeting. Get some quarterbacks in the room, get some defensive players in the room, and collectively come up with how can we make this safer. But anytime, and I don't mean this as a diss, because somebody going to come to this show and say, Spade, you never played football at a higher level than school, so you can't say. Then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even play in high school, so my football days stopped in middle school. Somebody could easily say that. But anytime, I ain't out here making game-altering decisions either. Anytime you get a bunch of guys in suits that probably never played football, or if they played, they didn't play at a high enough level to understand the challenges that these players have in a NFL game. I'm talking biggest, strongest, most physically gifted athletes on the face of the planet, and all of the game is moving so fast that a centimeter this way or a centimeter that way changes the entire play. We really talking about it.
Word.
How you gonna make a decision without consulting with these guys? What do you know? What from your skybox? What can you see from the skybox? And that's my biggest issue with it. They keep saying, "Well, we're trying." Stop trying by your damn self. Get these people instead of telling them, "This is what we want y'all to do." Sit down with them and say, "This is what we want to prevent. What do you guys feel? Let's get some." I'm not saying do exactly what they say. At least take their consideration. You know what I'm saying? At least take their opinions into consideration. What do you guys think? How should we do this? And that's my biggest issue with it, man.
Spade, and that right there is why the NBA is better. Like,
facts. Did you say the NBA is better?
Can I finish my statement? And
that's enough.
Aspect of including players when they make rule changes and stuff like that. The NBA will do something, whether it be, and I'm going back a few years, but they're like, oh, we're going to shorten the half-court clock from 10 seconds to 8 seconds. They polled, like, they polled these guys and got these guys' opinion. Whether it's for show or not, whether they're going to listen to these guys or not, it just looked good. But the NFL, they just be like, oh, this shit is a catch. This is not a catch. Oh, this is a sack. This is like then they're like, oh, you can't put all your weight on him. Well, how much weight is too much weight? How do you know I put all my weight on this guy? Like, come on. Like, that's what bothers me. And Spade, me, I really wanted you to talk about. We was talking about the Bucks game earlier when Big Gerald McCoy hit Big Ben. And what did you say about McCoy? McCoy was mic'd up. You know, the NFL mic'd these guys up. What did McCoy say, bro?
First of all, McCoy ripped the e-brake on his big-ass frame 5 yards before he got to Big Ben. Like, you can see Big Boy was trying his best to stop. When he got to Big Ben and he hit him, he just stopped. And before Ben hit the ground, he was apologizing, which I got a problem with because this is football. This is a gladiator sport. He's like, I'm sorry, Ben, I'm sorry. And, of course, the flag comes in. By the time the flag come in, he got his hand out. He's trying to help Big Ben up off the ground, and he gets flagged. It made me feel some kind of way, bro. He apologized for getting the Big Ben. He helped him up and he got flagged.
It's tough for defenders, bro. It's tough. They might as well just put the pink jersey. They might as well just put the pink jersey on the quarterback.
They might as well put some flags on their damn hips. That's what they might as well do.
I'm trying to tell you, that's what they might as well do. I don't know what in New Jersey, like when you had it could be 5-on-5 in the street, but if it was a 6 guy, that dude played quarterback, and we call the quarterback plays steady. That means he played for both teams. That's what it means. They might well just let the quarterback play steady. Ain't nobody blitz the quarterback. You couldn't touch the quarterback. The quarterback plays steady. I don't know what they call that in other states, but in New Jersey, that's what we called it.
Yeah,
that's what they might as well let these quarterbacks do.
That way. Yep.
That's what the quarterbacks. That's what they need to do with the quarterbacks, yo. Because this it's tough. It's tough.
Oh, no. The quarterback can't play both ways. We damn sure won't have no black quarterbacks in. Whoa. Whoa. You'll be cutting the quarterbacks in half. How many teams is it? 30? It'll only be 15 quarterbacks? Oh, no.
No. I was saying that, everybody still had the same quarterback, but you don't touch them. Like, they might well just let each team quarterback play steady.
Oh,
that dude
man,
can't
my heart
be touched.
just
Don't touch
the beat. I was so scared for them brothers,
no.
man. Ooh, wee.
I'm just, Spade, it's tough to be a defender, and I get it. They like these, Spade, they like these 43, 37 games. They like them. They like them.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
So they want to keep these quarterbacks upright. I understand why, but I don't like it as a football player. Like, they are asking these dudes to do the impossible. And of course, the NFL, Spade, of course, if you look at 1,000 plays, of course you can pick 6 plays where they didn't hit the quarterback like that. It's been so many plays. It's been too many plays. Come on, man. I don't like it, Spade, but we can move on, man. Speaking of,
you realize what type of a scare you just gave me.
Oh, no. I ain't saying Brady played for both teams. Everybody had their own quarterback, but the quarterback just plays steady. Don't touch that guy. Okay, nobody blitzed that guy at all.
I'm back. I'm good.
Go ahead, Spade.
What we just talking about? Roughing the passer?
Yeah, roughing the passer. We want Jimmy G.
Oh, man, LePere. Speaking of roughing the passer, this was weird right here because this ain't have anything to do with an illegal hit or roughing the passer. But the 49ers lost their quarterback of the future in Jimmy Garoppolo in a very unique play. LePere, I know you saw it, but let me describe it for the viewers and listeners who may not have seen the game. Jimmy G rolls out the pocket. First of all, when you stop right there, you're like, whoa, what? Jimmy G rolls out the pocket? Jimmy G rolls out the pocket, bro.
He's a mobile guy a little bit. A little bit.
A little bit. I don't know if mobile's the word I would use. More like he
has some mobility. Let me say that.
Statue.
He has some mobility. He ain't Michael Vick.
Like if statue is here and mobile's here, I got him like in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? Like he ain't beat me in no damn foot race. But anyway, he scrambles out the pocket. Okay, so far we're good. He's picking up yardage. He's moving toward the sideline. And he just decides he won't like another yard. 1 yard. Because it's a defender chasing him down, which is why he's beelining out of bounds.
And the defender actually looked like he was scared to hit him because he ain't want to be flagged. But go ahead.
You ain't never lied. And maybe that's what Jimmy G thought. He was on the way out of bounds. He looked up at the defender. He looked in his face mask, looked at his eyes, and said, "Oh shit, he don't know if he can hit me or not. Like, I'm invincible." So then he made like a little cat move to go back up the field, and his knee said, "I'm out." And he suffered. He suffered. And it's not funny, bro. Don't laugh. It's not funny.
I'm sorry. But you making a joke out of it. I'm funny.
No, I'm not making a joke. I'm not making a joke. You got me laughing.
You said his knee said, "I'm out, bro." Come on.
Well, it did, but it's not funny though. And listen, LaParis, stop laughing, bro. And the man is out for the season. LaParis is giggling like a schoolgirl, and Jimmy G is out for the season. And everybody kept saying, "Why didn't Jimmy go out of bounds?"
Bro, just run out of bounds. I said it.
Why?
Just run out of bounds. That 1 yard was not going to make a difference.
1 yard.
Y'all was already getting smoked at Bebe's party by the Chiefs. Didn't they play the Chiefs last week? They played the Chiefs.
Let me ask you this, because I don't remember. I'm going to have to find it. Was he about to hit the yellow line, bro? Was it going to give him a fresh set of downs?
Bro, it don't matter. They was getting smoked. Let me go back to week 3. Because they was getting smoked. Well, I mean, it's 38-27 was the final score. So maybe, okay, they was still in it. Okay. But Spade, just run out of bounds. You are the $100 million man sleeping with porn stars. Get out of bounds.
Whoa,
Get out of
bro.
bounds.
Nobody said he slept with the girl. They just hung out. Relax.
Bro.
I'm not going to let you come up here and dry
He got $100 million. He is sleeping with that porn star. But that's neither here nor there. Run out of bounds. You are too important to the Niners. What did he... Spade, that 1 yard was not going to make no difference. I hate it for this guy. I mean, the Niners ain't been looking too amazing anyway.
Oh, nah, bro. Unless he was on the, they don't have the yellow markers on. They don't have the chains on both sides of the field. So, the angle I got, I don't see any chains. So, unless it's on the other side of the field, that 1 yard that he wanted so desperately wasn't even going to get him a first down. Let me see.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, just run out of bounds. Spade, he is too important to that team to be trying to do that type of move. Like, that dude, Nia was like, what is going on? What's up? Like, what's up? I feel bad for him, but hopefully he's able to bounce back. We've seen a ton of dudes bounce back from knee injuries, but it just sucked because then everybody was, I mean, they got Richard Sherman.
What's worse?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. It was 3rd and goal.
Oh, my gosh.
He went from like the 10 to the 9.
Yeah, come on, man.
Why?
I don't get it. Why? That it just doesn't make no sense. Like, just run. I'm telling you, Spade, I swear to you, bro, he did that because I'm telling you, to me, it looked like that defender did not want to hit him, and he thought to himself, oh, he's not going to hit me. Let me see if I can make it happen. And I'm telling you, that's what it was. If he would have thought, if that defender was coming down the pipe, like, oh, he on his way, he would have stepped his ass out of bounds, bro.
That's terrible, dog. I'm watching it. I'm sitting here watching it. And it's just terrible to lose your quarterback on that. That sucks. I ain't even a Niners fan, dog, but that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks, man. You think
it's a chance they salvage anything? First
no
of all,
way. With Beat Hard? No way. It's a Rizzy.
I love my boy Beat Hard, though.
It's a Rizap.
Don't y'all correct me and say no Beathard. I don't want to hear that Beathard shit. It's Beat Hard around here.
His name is Beat Hard. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. The Niners, it's a done dilly, my dude. They 1-2, and they ain't been looking too amazing anyway. It's a done deal. Wait. When you say salvage the season, what you mean? Like, go to the playoffs? No way.
Yeah, maybe postseason,
8-8? No way.
Wild card.
Maybe
not even a chance for a wild card.
No way. Maybe they can get 6 wins. Maybe.
Wow.
Richard Sherman went there too, and Richard Sherman has some nagging injuries. I don't even think he played the rest of the game last week either. But it just sucks. It sucks.
That's terrible.
It sucks.
That's terrible.
Hey, moving on. We moving on to the Pick'em game. Your boy won again. I knew that was going to be a tough game. The Saints ended up beating ATL. Shout out to Atlanta, always coming through. Shout out to Julio Jones for not scoring a touchdown. But shout out to Calvin Ridley for being like, Julio trash. I got you. Matt Ryan, throw it here. I'm going to get you 3 of them hoes. Holla at me. Shout out to Calvin Ridley for stepping up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Atlanta got 5 passing touchdowns and Calvin Ridley got 4 of them joints. He had 3 last week and he had 1, I think, a previous week. Calvin Ridley got 4 to 5. Where's Julio Jones? Where's your tight end, Spade? Where's he at?
Bro, is this the segment? I thought this was the Pick'em game segment.
Spade, this is the Pick'em game. I'm up. Check the tape. Check the tape.
Yeah,
the boy is kicking Spade ass. But we got a good one this week.
How
many I'm up, Spade? Spade, what I'm up?
You up 2, bro.
Okay, 2. Can you win a game? 1 game?
Boy, this is why I don't like when you win stuff. You're not a humble winner.
Can you win a game,
your
bro?
ass for years,
you know what?
bro.
We're going to have a good one next week because the Pick'em game next week.
I've been humbly kicking your ass for years. And you get up 2-0 and you popping. Listen at you. You popping.
We winning. Hey, look, we kicking your ass right now. But next week, the Pick'em game for next week is Canes and Nose. Canes and Nose.
Okay. That's definitely a dub for us. Have you seen y'all?
Bro, you don't know who I'm picking? Like, what are you talking about? You don't even know who I'm gonna pick.
I know who you better pick if you like winning.
We got a good one this week. Well, I think it should be a good one. We taking it on out to Oakland, Spade. Baker Mayfield first start for the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. The black hole. We taking it to the black hole, Spade.
Yep.
I want the Browns.
Yep.
So, Spade, you gotta let your boy know who you taking.
Give me the Raiders, because guess what?
Stop it, Spade.
Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders. Let me tell you something, man.
Spade, Baker about to dot them boys up, bro.
The parents, listen, man. We got something on this show. You know all about it. It's called Do. You know what the Raiders are? They do, okay?
Oh, my God.
They do. And they finna cash in big on Baker Mayfield's rookie ass. And you know what? Listen, Cleveland fans might be chanting for Tyrod to come back after this week.
Wow.
Give me the Raiders.
Give me the score.
Raiders.
The way you talking, give me a score.
Give me a 21-10 Raiders.
Come on, Spade.
Yep. Yep. And listen, I'm gonna take it a step further. I got the Browns scoring 10. That 7, that shit gonna come in. It's gonna come in garbage time. It ain't gonna matter. They're gonna score 10 late to make it look a little bit better. Yeah.
24-17 Browns, Spade. That's what I got. Leave your thoughts on the Pick'em game. I'm kicking Spade ass this year. First of all, I be kicking Spade ass all them other years.
Stop it. Stop it.
Spade, I gotta get shirts made. You gotta make me some shirts that say check the tape. Check the damn tape. Check the tape.
How about I get some shirts made that say check the tape, and then on the back it'll say Spade was right. That's kind of fire, right?
Hell nah. Hell nah. Next week,
anyway,
it's going to be Nose and Canes. Next week.
The way I see it, it's going to be 2-2 next week, shout it. Know what I'm talking about? Listen, man. Last segment of the show today. Before I go into this segment, LaParis, I kind of want to apologize to our viewers. Not our listeners, because they can't see. They don't know. Viewers, you guys may have seen me eat a fry or 2 on today's show. And you may have seen me eat a hot wing or 2 on today's show. Your boy was starving. Most of y'all know I'm in the middle of a state-to-state move. I'm back and forth. Man, last time somebody moved back and forth this much, they was trafficking illegal stuff. But not your boy. I'm not doing none of that. But I'm on these highways and byways a lot. Your boy is back and forth. So your boy was starving. And last thing I wanted was for y'all to see me like have a starvation panic attack in the middle of the show. So, you know what I'm saying? I knocked a couple of fries down, a couple of wings down. Nothing major. But I still want to apologize. I like to keep it somewhat professional around y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Now, last segment of the show today, man, we call this segment the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It is a very prestigious award. High key, LaParis, this show been going a whole lot better since I knocked them fries down, too. I wasn't in a good state, bro. You didn't even know. You was just over there doing your job. And you was doing a hell of a job. But your boy, I was over here about to pass out. The Strong Arm Performer of the Week, guys, is a very prestigious award in podcast land. And quite frankly, athletes be hoping that they get it. I've had a few athletes try to pay me to get it. But, you know, I'm all about code of ethics. I don't want your $1 million. I want to give it to who deserves it. That's just the type of guy I am. You know what I'm talking about?
I want it.
This week's Strong Arm Performer of the Week is going to be very special, man. It's going to be very special. I'm pretty excited about mine. I'm going to save it for last. LePage, you on the hot seat. Who is your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why?
Bruh. There's a lot of guys deserving. I mean, it was a big week in the league. I mean, Tiger Woods won. There was a ton of guys you could give it to, bruh. But man, oh man, this guy right here. Let me tell you something about this guy. This guy had the most completions, the most attempts and completions for a guy. No, attempts. The most attempts for a guy with a perfect complete quarterback rating. I messed that all up. But he had the most attempts for a guy with a perfect quarterback rating. And I'm talking about Jared Goff of the LA Rams. You guys didn't know, Jared Goff went 26 of 33 for 465, 5 touchdowns, in a 38-31 win over the Vikings. Jesus Christ. It would be amazing to have a quarterback that can do something like this. Dallas. Offense this damn dynamic. Dallas. Bruh. This guy played phenomenal. Helped this team. Man, shout out to the guy in our Money League spade that left Cooper Kupp. That left him on the bench. God. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to that guy, because he would have been on my heels. And I got Jared Goff, by the way. As my fantasy quarterback. So shout out to him for getting me damn near 50 points this week. For that performance, Jared Goff, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week, Jared Goff.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what I'm going to do, man? I'm going to do something we don't do enough of. I want to give my Strong Arm Performer of the Week to a defensive player. We don't do that often in football, but I'm going to tell you, man, and it's a bit of a fanboy pick, so y'all can give me hell if you want to.
Lord.
Let's go down to Trey 05, Dade County, MIAO. Let's talk about these Miami Dolphins, and let's talk about Kiko Alonso. Look, shameless plug. I ain't toot my own horn, but toot. When we did our top 5 middle backers, I said Kiko Alonso, I want Kiko to kind of be my honorable mention. I said Kiko that guy, and the parents like, you better not put Kiko on that list. That's how he was sounding.
Bro, listen, you gonna find a way to get your guys on these lists. Whether it's
this is my first time doing this. What you mean?
A Miami
first time
Dolphin,
doing this.
A Kane.
Bro, this is my first time doing this, bro.
Go ahead.
Kiko had 13 tackles last week, and I mentioned him when I gave my Strong Arm Performer of the Week award away last week. I mentioned Kiko. It's like, man, Kiko
and I told
had
you last
tackles.
week, it's a kid in Indianapolis getting 20 damn tackles a game.
Okay, well then you should give him his props. Okay? Just because you failing at your job don't mean I got to fail at mine. Kiko followed up that 13 tackle performance with a 15 tackle performance. And Kiko Alonso, he's everywhere. I'm telling you, man, if you get the pleasure of watching a Dolphin game, and I do mean the pleasure, because I was at the last Dolphin game, and it was a pleasure. And I was sitting in 105-degree Miami heat, cooking like a rotisserie chicken. And somehow or another, in those extreme conditions, I was still pleased, and it was a pleasure to see the Miami Dolphins. So if you get the pleasure of watching the Miami Dolphins, watch number 47. Watch Kiko Alonso. Or if you can't find him on the field, watch the football. He'll find the football. He gonna get to the football and tackle the shit out of somebody. All right? Just watch the football. You'll see number 47 coming up, making the play. That's Kiko Alonso.
Wait, what was
for
his
those
stats?
Performances. What was his stats? He had 15 tackles. 15 tackles.
Did he have
coming off a 13 tackle performance.
He had a fumble?
Nah, he's on defense, bro. He can't fumble.
I said, did he have a fumble? Did he force a fumble? Did he recover a
no,
fumble?
You said, did he have a
pick?
fumble?
Did he have a pick?
He's on defense. He can't fumble. That's typically an offensive player's thing. I tell you what, this week, no, he just had 15 tackles. Last week, he had 13 tackles and 2 forced fumbles last week when you wouldn't let me give it to him.
Because it's a guy in Indy that's a rookie that's getting 20 of them holes in the game.
What's his name?
I think his name is Leonard.
No, I don't want to hear what you think. No. Give him the props.
I can't give it to Indianapolis because they keep losing.
Oh, well, see, that's a shame and a scandal. Kiko ain't got that problem. Don't even know what that shit feel like. Kiko Alonso, for that performance, bro, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week.
Kiko gonna learn this week.
Kiko. Hey, bro, if Kiko look, can we have a small wager? You're a gambling, man. You like to gamble.
Absolutely not. I'm not betting on no Dolphins.
Bro, you're a gambling, man. You like to bet.
I'm not betting on no Dolphins, bruh.
Wow.
No way.
Okay. Wow.
We're going to have a wager next week for nose and canes.
Chicken. Bok, bok, bok.
We're going to have a wager next week for nose and canes.
Boy, whatever you want to wager, my guy, that's fine with me. Have you seen the nose? You come out better wagering on these Dolphins. What you talking about?
Bro.
Man, please.
Bro, relax. Relax.
If you're wagering on the nose, you should just call it a donation. It ain't even a wager at that point. Just get the money away.
Wow.
Just give it away. Just donate
Nose
it to charity.
Nation, where y'all at, man? Where y'all at?
Shit. Up under paper sacks over their head. Let's wrap the show, bro. Y'all terrible.
Bro, before I close the show, you got anything else to add?
Do I want to add anything, LaParis? I feel like I do. Listen, man, I do want to apologize for the late uploads to the podcast here lately. Like I said, man, I'm back and forth. I'm going to try my best to get a head start on this one so that tomorrow when I drive 6 hours back to my home in Florida, I'll be close to finish. And hopefully my goal is to get this thing up before the second slew of games. I ain't going to beat that more. I ain't going to beat the morning games. I hope I get it up before the second round of games this Sunday. That's what I'm telling folks.
Listen, as usual, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. We want you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tweet us. Do whatever you got to do to get in contact with us to let us know who's your top 5 centers in the NBA. NBA season is right around the corner. Leave your thoughts on everything we talked about today. Also, I'm kicking Spade ass in the pick'em game. Who y'all got, Browns or Raiders? Leave that in the comment section as well. Leave your Strong Arm Performer of the Week in the comment section as well. But we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Listen, if you new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button and take 2 seconds. There's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell. You get a notification to your mobile device to let you know soon. First of all, you guys should never miss a show. Because if you click that bell, as soon as Spade click live on that joint, you get a notification to your device. So you can just go there, you can bookmark stuff, you can pause, you can fast forward, you can click on timestamps in the description, all that good stuff. So you should never miss a show. But if you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, UPodOmatic, iTunes, Spotify, we everywhere. You should never miss a show. Should never miss a show. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.